Hey Internet, I'm Chris, and this is a place on the internet where I talk about comics, movies, games, and things I'm generally passionate about. So today we got a rumor that Hal Jordan has finally been cast, maybe, from Nexus Point News, which is a blog site that has been known to sort of live in this scoop space. Some of the things that they've reported have been true, some have been false, but they have a decent track record when it comes to certain things, especially when it comes to comic book movie news. And they recently reported that the role of Hal Jordan in the upcoming Lantern series was offered to none other than Josh Brolin, Thanos himself, Cable, also Jonah Hex, which kind of lines up with what's been reported previously that the show would feature Hal Jordan and John Stewart, an older Hal that would be a veteran of the Green Lantern Corps, bringing on John, who is now a rookie. There have been some rumors about who John might be. Damson Idris from Snowfall, been followed by Tom King on Instagram, which these days is as close as a confirmation that someone's in talks or something, which is the world we live in now. I think Josh would be a great choice for an older Hal, being that it's being written by Tom King. Now, the show is also produced by Damon Lindelof of Lost, The Leftovers, and Watchmen fame. And then you also have Ozark showrunner Chris Bundy on it. But Tom King is obviously a big comic book name, so if you've read Tom King's work, we could probably assume that Hal Jordan's probably going to be a war criminal and probably involved in whatever murder mystery that they're trying to solve. I kid, but I don't. I'm excited for this series. I do love the Green Lantern Corps, and I think the 2011 film was disappointing in a lot of ways because not only was it a financial and critical failure, but it led probably to the cancellation of the Green Lantern animated series, which was amazing. So if you haven't watched that, watch that. But I think it's a pretty good chance Josh is actually Hal Jordan. I think he loves the comic book world and has probably been offered certain things and been flirted with. So he was even in talks to be Batman in Batman v Superman. So it's clear he loves this world and playing with this. So right now it's an offer. You know, it's been reported by Nexus Point, also Jeff Snyder, the insider who's a little bit more reputable, who's worked at places like Variety, Deadline, and stuff like that, is also reporting that Brolin's been offered the role. Now it shoots next year with the possibility of it maybe coming out in 2026. We know Nathan Fillion is playing Guy Gardner. So yeah, the Green Lantern Corps is all in their 50s. Uh, which is funny. I wonder if that really speaks to how long some of these actors will be playing these roles. Because if you're starting this role in your 50s, you're killed off, or hey, you're probably not in many sequels. What do you think? I'm excited for this series. I'm a little disappointed that Tom King's involved in Green Lantern. You know, based on his work in comics, it would have made more sense that he was writing the movie of writing Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, which is the book that he actually wrote. Um, I can't remember like him writing Green Lantern. All I could think about is Strange Adventures, which was a great, I think, if you look at it as an Elseworlds title. But if you're a fan of Adam Strange, uh, stand up, probably didn't love the fact that he turned him into a war criminal and a murderer, which in he also did with Wally West in terms of making him a murderer, not a war criminal. I mean, granted, Hal has the history of being parallax, but I really don't want to see that in in another. I think we've moved past that with Hal, and I would like a straight Green Lantern adaptation. So hopefully we get that because I love Lindelof's work. The Leftovers is one of my favorite shows of all time. Watchmen followed that up, and it was just as good, if not better, in some ways. So we'll see. What do you think? I think James Gunn's DCU is shaping up to be very interesting. There's some things to be excited about, some things to be like, eh. But overall, I think having different takes, or even though I'm not particularly like in love with some of the things that are going on, I think it is always great to have that give the audience maybe what they don't expect or what they want initially because I think that's kind of where Marvel is, where they're trying to figure out what fans want and they're missing the mark, and now they're overcorrecting with certain things like bringing back Robert Downey Jr. as Doom. So I hope that it's great. I love DC. I can't take another failed DC universe. So hopefully this is the one that's good. Well, let me know what you think. Peace.